time. And now, it's time for the 724 News Report with E.B. Williams, your incredibly apologetic and highly sedated anchor, with 24 hours of news in just 7 minutes. Happy Halloween season, everyone! And while we're at it, happy Friday, America. My name really is E.B. Williams, and it's Halloween, and I'm wearing my Bob Dylan mask. If you don't get that reference, I don't either. I'm here to apologize profusely for our last episode and to all of the people we insulted and offended. But more importantly, I'm here to apologize personally to the people who not only were offended, but more importantly, watched our episode and wrote in to us about it. We're just a bunch of disenchanted 50-year-olds trying to stave off our inevitable fates as Walmart greeters. And while we're at it, I guess we just might as well roll that list of people we offended last week. Alright, okay. Moving on and forward, and just a bit backwards, I'd personally like to apologize to not only the greatest generation, who I mistakenly referred to as a bunch of hard-drinking, chain-smoking preverts, but also to millennials, who I refer to as millennials. I also want to apologize to everyone under the age of 40 for implying you don't know anything about hair loss, joint pain, incontinence, hot flashes, cold flashes, intestinal flashes, spasmodic defecatory sphincter flashes, say that 3 times, or life in general. But still, call me when you're 40. Your demographic is really aging. So. I'd also like to take this moment to thank the more than 1 million millennials and seniors who took the time to tweet and post that they would like to see everyone here at the Maestro Production Network fired, especially me. Unfortunately, the Maestro Production Network doesn't exist, which means this show doesn't exist either. So, as William Olson Shakespeare once wrote, "How doth thou want fire? He whom no one hath yet to hire." In other words, millennials, we're so alike. It's almost as if I should move back into someone's basement and, I don't know, start up a brew pub, maybe a cat cafe, something. Getting back to the task at hand. Our top story tonight at 724 is the continuing unerecting of the Trump dynasty as investigations and inquiries into the president's questionable dealings with Ukraine develop. As of this moment, like most Americans, I am absolutely glued to my phone and television devices following the unbelievable series of events. In more national news, the United States of Strip Mall's House of Representatives voted 232 to 196 to legally and formally open up formal legal inquiries into the legalized, formalized impeachment inquiries of the inquiry process. In other news, Lewis Carroll and George Orwell just rolled over a bit in their graves, and then blissfully hugged and went down Big Brother's throat. Just to our north, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau celebrated his election victory with an all-you-can-eat Halloween buffet. To our direct southwest, Prince Harry celebrated yet another birthday. Moving on, in environmental news, over 200 Californians have been relocated to the middle of Iowa, where they are being resettled during the wildfire crisis. Former Vice President Joe Biden, who was portrayed as a hand puppet on the show last week, promptly forgot. Coming back round to the ongoing impeachment proceedings, former National Security Advisor Johnny Jolton Bolton appears set to take on his former boss in a riveting game of Connect Four. Except in this version, the red and black pieces will all be painted white. This way, not only does everyone win, but everyone also loses. But to each participant, yes, that's right, a lovely purple participation ribbon. Just like the Founding Fathers envisioned. Pretty sneaky. In news from a place most U.S. citizens cannot distinguish between the Shire and the Jersey Shore, the semi-United Kingdom has come together and decided that the only thing they can agree on is that they should probably not be followed by these three. In a stunning breach of U.S. security, it has been revealed that this pooch, known thus far only as American Hero, is in fact Sully, the same dog who so nobly watched over former President. I'm not sure I look so bad now, do I? Totally Democratic. George Herbert Bush. After over 50 missions, American Hero, like so many millions of his other furry companions, will be unceremoniously abandoned on that one street in your hometown where everyone does that. No word yet on if he'll be receiving any more medals, but when asked for comment, American Hero said only, "It's rough." I wrote that. Huh? What? Oh, wow. No word on if he or she will receive any more medals, but perhaps a spaying or a neutering is in the works. In 724 Sports, our updated leaderboard of the daily death board is now at sharp deaths, 127, vaping, mostly illegal product deaths, 34, diabetes, 50 million, O.J. Simpson, at least 2 that we know of, and good old-fashioned death by cancer sticks, otherwise known as cigarettes. Well, who's counting? So, in other words, better luck next year, Jesus. And now it's a time for our sponsor from Twix, who is not our sponsor. Hello there, old friends. I'm E.B. William, and as many of you know, there's nothing that fills me up better than a quart of whiskey. But when you're out there logging miles on foot and bicycle, it's hard to lug that quart of whiskey around. So that's why I choose a refreshing Twix candy bar. It's portable, and the golden cookie covered in the golden caramel, followed by the deep, lush chocolate covering. Well, it's my trick of choice. Remember, Twix is not an official sponsor of the Maestro Production Network or the 724 News. And if you or your company would like us to absolutely never mention you by name, please please contact our lawyers at the Maestro Production Networks in New Richmond, Wisconsin. Yes, once again, it's Twix, the golden cookie coated with caramel and chocolate love, that is not sponsoring this program in the least. And now back to regular programming. In more Halloween news, the Democratic candidates running for the presidential office threw a bash of their own last week. A highlight of the ass romp was when they played bobbing for apples. All 42 of the candidates managed to get their mouths around one sole apple before they all choked on it and spitting it out in a surprise move on someone's stomach. Also, in a surprise move, Hillary Clinton has just announced that she is running for presidency. In a quick follow-up to one of our earlier reports, it now appears that all 200,000 Californians previously transported to Iowa have in fact escaped from Iowa and are said to be headed back home, where it's in fact not Iowa. After last week's mishap with Joe Biden, it has been not only suggested but also mandated, not only mandated but indeed prescribed, that I, E.B. William, take it down a notch. Fortunately, as so many of you, my faithful viewers, have done, I was able to find no fewer than 3 doctors, 2 psychiatrists, and 14 pharmacists who were each able to think of a way to keep me under wraps. As I said, this was also mandated by our team of MPN lawyers and the FBI, as this week we have a very, very special follow-up interview, and with this guest, I guess the more Thorazine, the better. Americans everywhere, I give you your commander-in-chief, President Trump.
Happy Halloween and 4th of July to all of you.
Happy 4th of July Halloween to you too, Mr. President.
No! My first order of business is to state my new name and even better title. For now and forevermore shall be known as Emperor That's my line, idiot. And today, I am announcing the greatest announcement that I've ever announced in announcements today. It's so great, I'm not even tweeting it. I'm cheating, not tweeting, so to speak. Today, for the protection of our international country of 50 states, or so to speak, 52, my previously greatest idea, Space Force, will soon be capable of erecting, yes, I said erecting, space walls from outer space. Want a space wall in Tokyo? Space wall! Berlin, space wall. Moscow, okay, well, we don't really want one there. But if we did, space wall. Washington, D.C., space wall. Elizabeth Warren, space wall!
That's terrible, Mr. President. Come on.
Call me Don Trumpet. Or Turpentine.
Okay. Well, Can't I just call you Evil Incarnate like I used to?
No. I've moved on from that. Much bigger, much more better, eviler from here. I'll have everyone saying, use the Force, use the Space Force, before too long, or something like that. Derivation.
Okay. There's three things here. Okay. You can't do the thing where you're messing with Star Wars. You can't do the thing where you're messing with Star Wars. And you can't do the thing where you're messing with Star Wars. I mean, if I've learned anything in this galaxy, President Trump, is you just can't mess with George Lucas, okay? I mean, you mess with the greatest generation, well, this is what happens. You mess with the McDonald's Mafia, this is what happens. Yeah, but you don't mess with Star Wars, buddy.
Tell that to George Lucas and Jar Jar Binks, silly boy.
Well, point taken. But no, I'm not going to sit here and let you disrespect yet another venerable American institution, no matter how many sedatives they've administered to me this hour. I'm not letting you do this to me anymore, Darth Trumpus. I'm free. They don't have me anymore. And if you and I need to go, we're going to go. Whatever's left of you, buddy.
E.D. Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father, did he?
Well, actually, I have a pretty good idea. There's not a lot of mystery behind it, Home Slice.
No, Luke. Why, father?
All right, well, I'm E.B. William, and I'm just here to tell all of you out there, I'm going to need a lot more drugs after this. So, millennials out there, okay, you know what? I'm not working with this guy anymore. This guy's an ass.
Good.
You know, hey, am I up for some more Thorazine yet? No, I'm not fucking kidding.